And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create.
He's got it down the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Harris will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's back to throw on second down. Trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go. They go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Harris back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes a connection. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Harris will throw. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion sets them up on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Harris back to pass. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Leaves it with the running back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a fourth down and 3. A couple couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kentucky.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Yeah, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Bryant. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Line getting set on second down.
Flip it, reload.
The give to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Trying to move them on the counter. Oh, how did he make that move? And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if we're going to win.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Harris will throw. Caught. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week.
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky, 42. Louisville, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Quick strike complete. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Grab behind the line. It's Valdez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Split backs here. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The quick out. Turns it on at midfield. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They want to just keep throwing it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level there.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. C-A-T-S, Cats, as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking care of business, taking care of emotions. The battle, obviously, of Kentucky. They're doing everything they need to do.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback checking off. Harris back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't